Всем привет, продолжаем играть в Зов Ктулху. В предыдущей серии нам поручили выполнить одно расследование, касающееся гибели Сары Хокинс, дочь предпринимателя, которая сама себя якобы сожгла вместе со своей семьей, но перед этим отослала картину отцу. На картине изображено что-то страшное. Вот. Адресат был на вот этом складе, откуда отправлена картина. Но нас оттуда вышибли с пинками. И на этом мы закончили предыдущую серию. Ну что ж, продолжим. Так, основная задача — проникните на склад. Как же нам туда попасть? Так, тут вроде ничего нету. Привет, мужик. Как оно? Привет. Подсекай, мужик. Смотри. Давай, 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 давай. Сейчас акулу поймаешь. Опа, клюет. Да ну тебя. Вот это ты рыбину поймал, да? Какая все спорят.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Ну что ты скучаешь, констебль?
Where do you think you're going?
А, брожу, хожу туда-сюда.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Да вы лентяйщите.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pirs, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Закрыли.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their
Верно.
place.
The whole mansion went up in
Как
flames.
сказали.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering
Как в
around
деле
up there.
записано.
It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Оставить мы его не можем, констебль, к сожалению. Придется его допрашивать. Нам надо какую-то зацепку искать в этом деле. Слишком тут все очень мрачно. Ну
You
что вы
live
тут?
here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Что я сделал?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Кто
I've
такой
never
Брэн?
heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's
Ну,
always going back
подозрительные
and
типы,
forth to
точно.
the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
Уже
They
от меня
really don't
защитили.
have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
This cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a
Это
minute. We
самая
didn't
баба,
tell you a
господи.
thing.
Все понятно.
Nothing at all.
Я ничего не слышу, правильно, все.
I've
Давайте,
taken
ребята.
enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Но если вас не повесит, тогда увидимся.
You could tell me. No, if it
Gets
Так,
out, I'll
ну-ка,
have
ну-ка, ну-ка.
serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hit... How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Так беспалево из окошка выглянули, ага. Так, ну к этим молодым людям, я думаю, смысла нет. Ну давайте попробуем.
Who's this guy?
No
Здравствуйте.
idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Да тебя еще больше воняет, понял?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn
Сам ты
about your
пошел.
racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Не, ну вот это бред. Хотя...
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Походу не получилось нам солгать. Ну ладно. Будем искать другие пути. Так, тут нам не пройти. Попробуем, может, снова в бар зайти.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
Эти
crazy.
все рыбу выбрасывают. Так, Фицерой нам пока не нужен, я думаю. Ну-ка сюда зайдем. Так, вот эта баба сидит там.
Do you like our song?
Да ничего.
We're true sirens. We may
Yeah.
not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They
Это
were
уже все
made
знают.
much richer by the miraculous catch. You shouldn't talk about the dead like that. We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk. There! You're speaking ill, you see?
Завидуешь,
It's
что
your
ли?
proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
Так,
I
ну
bid you
ладно.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
Отдыхайте,
So long.
мужики. Так, 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 ну-ка.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
Закрыто, ладно.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Ну-ка, ну-ка.
Hey, Mitchell! A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Да,
I'm
правда
investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Ничего, попробуем.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Услуга, да? Вот тут я не знаю, что сделать. Давай пока нет.
I don't think I'm ready to pay the price.
As you wish. But I think you'll be back.
Скорее всего, скорее всего. Ну попробуем пока без тебя разобраться. Так, ну судя по всему, ее часовые ушли откуда-то. Походу из задворок с этих. Пойдем посмотрим. Так, а ты не пали тут, мужик. Так, ну судя по всему, нам тут делать больше нечего. Или есть что? Чё за звук? Как будто сверлит что-то. Так, мне не поздоровится, походу, я сейчас меня застукают здесь снова. Так, ну тут мы ничего, походу, не сделаем, да? Джентльмена.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that...
Фицрой.
Back again. What can I do for you?
Что делать?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Отлично. А где мне найти канализацию тогда? Ну там я не смогу ее открыть. Так, так, ну-ка посмотрим, что у нас тут есть. Опа, маяк. Опача. Чё, получилось? Блин, ты что же ты? Ничего открыть не можешь. Все у тебя ломается. Вот ручка есть. Нельзя взять? Не. Брэндон.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says.
Ну что ж, ребята, я побродил по острову, что-то ничего мне не получилось найти. Храповик я сломал, отмычку одну сломал. И не знаю, что делать. Придется, видимо, к этой даме обращаться за помощью.
Mitchell, a drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got...
Да.
Huh. You didn't back down, so tell me.
Мы уже разговаривали.
I'm investigating the...
It's very... But it's all... Let me get if you want...
Мне
I
нужна
need to get
помощь,
into
давай.
the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Придется соглашаться. Других выходов я не вижу.
We always have one, detective.
Ну пойдем. Рычаг я еще один не нашел, и походу невозможно второй рычаг найти этого механизма. Бутылку я не нашел алкоголя для этих ребят.
Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority.
Для этих.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart.
We saw this guy poking around here.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Ну что, обезьяны убедились, что я не врал?
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
С удовольствием.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ну, спасибо, блин, большое. Ну, погнали.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Место происшествия. Чтобы войти на меню, на место происшествия, нажмите, удержите... Ага. Так. Что это у нас? Медицина.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Да, куча протухшей рыбы.
can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Склад Хокинза. Получена новая улика. Хорошо. Да, красивая картина. Что за символ такой интересный? Изображен внизу. Автограф? Автора. А ты? Понимаю, надо выходить отсюда.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Свои.
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on.
Ну, очевидно, если так кто-то принес.
Andrews, would you please shut the door?
Эндрю, закрывай.
Damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Да не, я просто договорился.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Далековато, я думаю. Нам придется ехать. Глава 3. Сад вокруг особняка Хокинсов. Пирс смог пробраться на склад. Место, которое оказалось заброшенным, скрывало несколько тайн. Тут явно кто-то недавно жил. Кроме того, обнаружилась частично обгоревшая картина. Во время осмотра Пирс прервал констеблю Брэдли, и детектив убедил его присоединиться к расследованию. Констебль хочет отвезти сыщика в особняк Хокинсов. Ну вот и приехали, да? Мужик, чего у тебя с лицом-то, блин? Хорошие порезы. Это что там за хрен сидит в кустах? У тебя даже ключи от ворот есть. Отлично. Не надо перелазить никуда.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
Да уж. Жуткое место. Ну, особняк целый, не сгоревший остался. Смотри-ка.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Вы не первый, кто говорит про
Your
Винчестера.
partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Я думал, особняк полностью
I
сгорел.
see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Мне стоит беспокоиться о чем-то
I
еще.
prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude.
Кто-нибудь может
But
на меня
apart from old
нападет.
Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
Понятно,
A
короче,
sad
может
old
скинуться.
man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Ну пойдем,
Night
пойдем,
falls quickly here,
пойдем.
and I want to be
Будете
able to
больше не
see
вставать.
when we arrive.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Пойдем к Сайлусу. Да уж, большой особняк-то. Как и все особняки, по сути, да? Что у нас тут? Красивый видок. А ну пойдем скорее, что-то тут довольно-таки стрёмно. Мужик, ты где? Констебль.
Poor kid.
Так, а вот и могила хозяев.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Тут осквернил
Do you
одну
know
из
if
могил.
Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Пойдем в особнячок.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Poor kid.
Один след был у парня. Понятно. Ну что, пойдем, констебль.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Ты здесь постоишь? Ладно, постой.
$1693. This house is much older than it seems.
Да, я думаю, он еще более ранней постройки, если честно. Блин, довольно-таки стрёмное место, конечно. Окна заколочены, все замурованы. Двери тоже замурованы.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Тихо, мужик, ты чего?
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Полегче, полегче, мужик.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Да подожди ты.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
Ты
The
только
police
мужик топор
report
опусти,
describes
пожалуйста.
a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
Ну вот и
Go
договорились,
on, then.
отлично.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Спасибо, мужик. А, вон его, видимо, хибара. Где он живет? Печка топится, да. Пойдем посмотрим. Навряд ли этого зайду.
This gate is locked.
Спасибо, Кэп. Ой. Эдвард, топор еще бери. Будем на топорах махаться. Понятное дело, закрыто. Так. Ох, любопытный, я любопытный. Не пойду туда. Нафиг, сейчас застукает меня. Пойдем, по-хорошему ключ дал, мы полезем в его хижину. Ну уж нафиг.
Piers, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Пошли. Ключ есть, доступ есть. Ну пойдем.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Особняк Хокинсов. Пирс и констебль Брэдли осмотрели сады, окружающие особняк Хокинсов. Семья похоронена в саду, который охраняет Сайлас Винчестер. Старый сторож, все еще верный своим прежним нанимателям и вооруженный топором, присматривает за могилами. Пирс и Брэдли смогли успокоить его и, наконец, завладели ключом от особняка Хокинсов. Они вошли в здание, чтобы осмотреть место, откуда начался пожар. Так, тень справа меня напрягает.
Follow me. I know the place.
А я вот не
Who
знаю.
left this light on?
Да, свечка горит. Свет даже есть еще. Какой-никакой. Блин.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
Тебя так это интересует?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Что, ничего больше интересного, если не найдем? Похоже, что нет. А, вот еще что-то есть.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Так, ну батя пришел в ярость, походу.
Hey, Piers. Daydreaming again?
Да не, у меня просто пара фокусов
This
в
dinner
рукаве.
table tells us
По
a lot
расследованию.
about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Да понятно, что не здесь. Опа, гроза началась.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Чарльз Хокинс позирует словно первооткрыватель перед экзотическими руинами. Широко известно, что он промотал свое состояние на дорогие путешествия. Что же он искал? Блин. Довольно-таки жутко.
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
А вот здесь больше на пожар похоже, что он был здесь именно.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Возможно. Ага, мы общую картину составляем. Все понятно.
They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Ну все понятно. Пьяная драка. Все дела, ссоры в семье.
Did it stop at the time of the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Да, картина-то осталась. Картина не сгорела, значит, ее кто-то унес.
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Это что еще такое?
And the boy.
Игрушка.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Понял.
This door is locked.
История медицины. Хорошо.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Еще улику нашли. А тут было бы довольно мило, если бы все это не пришло бы в такое состояние.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Но это главный вход.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Так, ну-ка пойду-ка я наверх схожу. Констебль пока пусть понизу бродит. А, мы тут не пройдем, понятно. Все понял. Так, что у нас в главном зале?
Moby
Моби
Dick,
Дик.
Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Человеческое тело возьмем. Отлично. Вот вся семья. Тоже Сара рисовал. Понятно. Это все есть картины похожи.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Да уж, это точно.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Сколько книг набрали? Не пройти.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Тихо, тихо.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Милостливый государь, как вам известно, я всегда с огромным уважением относился к вам и к вашей семье. К сожалению, я более не могу закрывать глаза на поведение вашей жены. На прошлой неделе она вновь распугала мою клиентуру. Я знаю, что она не имеет дурных намерений, но вам не помешало бы поместить ее под надзор доктора Фуллера. Похоже, только он способен вразумить ее. Если же подобные случаи будут повторяться, я буду вынужден хоть обратиться в полицию, хотя поверьте, что это станет для меня истинной пыткой. С уважением, всегда ваш Антон Уэллард. Понятно. Жена все-таки была того, походу, да? Так, тут вроде ничего интересного.
Locked.
Неудивительно.
The boys' room.
Давай. На место происшествия.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Да парень просто играл, что ты сразу это начинаешь.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Рисуночки очень хорошие.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Да уж.
What was wrong with this family?
Парня мучили кошмары постоянно, походу.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Только что его пугало. Опа.
What will her room reveal about her?
А, это ее комната. Все понятно. Тут что у нас?
This door is locked.
Только не сломай, пожалуйста.
This padlock is too
Да
complicated.
ё-моё, а!
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Подожди, я же ключ нашел.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Барбитуары используются для подавления нервной системы, но начав их принимать, прекратить уже нельзя. Я в этом кое-что понимаю. Кто стучался? Так, ну ключ же мы нашли, ё-моё, почему он не подходит? Или надо как-то его выбрать? Какие предметы? Ключ черного хода. А, понятно.
This door is locked.
Так, а может... Нет, так использовать нельзя. Ага. Вот. Понятно все. Просто с другой стороны можем было зайти. О-о-о.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Картина, картина. Бродяга, последняя. Подарок.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side.
Я так для проверки.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
В студии Сары Хокинс на полу нарисован круг, а вокруг него стоят свечки. Тут явно проводится какой-то оккультный ритуал. Откуда могли появиться эти огромные царапины? Пирс, нельзя было лампу раздобыть тебя?
Bradley? Is that you?
Это не Брэдли, походу.
Is anyone there?
Это я, что ли? Это что за тварь?
You! Stop!
Ну-ка стой, сволочь. Вот то картины ворует.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Вот сволочь, ускакал от нас. Наружу
This
точно
door is
пошел.
blocked from the outside.
Значит, где-то здесь еще бродит. Ладно, друзья, что ж, на этом завершим эту серию. Было очень интересно, продолжим в следующей. Всем спасибо за просмотр, кто был со мной. Всем пока, до скорого.